You didn't wait for me.
I'm sorry.
How dare you? We've been doing the cheers every single time.
No, that's true. I'm
So
sorry.
listen.
Wow, 9 a.m. on Saturday and going on this frigid weather. I'm meeting another content creator, Elsie, and we're gonna go have ramen for breakfast because I insisted, because that's like the best breakfast to have, or noodles, right, in general. We're in Manhattan, all right. Not Brooklyn. Hi. This is so cute. Hi. I'm so hungry. So I love eating noodles in the morning, and I realized that it's such a weird thing for Americans. Actually, not just Americans. I remember being in Mexico and just in Latin America in general, and eating noodles. People are like, you do that in the morning? I'm like, we don't discriminate. We eat whatever we want in the mornings.
Always said that breakfast buffets, like in hotels in Southeast Asia, is elite. It's like nothing you'll ever experience.
It's just association.
Like there is no breakfast,
Yes.
right?
It's
There's
amazing.
just food.
I'd love to share the umaki,
Yes, let's get it. Which one are you getting? Which
the
ramen?
shoyu ramen. Ooh, your thing with the mezzanine?
I am.
Let's do it. We can get the different
Okay.
ones. Yes. We're ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This looks amazing. So what are we having?
It's eel wrapped in rolled omelet.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
That's really good.
that was really good.
I love eggs. Like I love no, I love
know.
eggs every which way.
Pillowy and soft and subtly sweet.
Sujan, I need to go out with you more.
I know.
That
I know.
That was a bite.
Us foodie girls need to stick together.
What I really appreciate about your content, so I found you through one of your viral videos, and there's just like this like genuine love for food when you're eating. I can just watch you eat all day. And then your voice comes in and it's like this soothing like
Aww.
voice, and I'm like, I followed you immediately, because so many times you see those viral videos and you go on their
Yeah.
page and it's nice content and you still don't follow for whatever reason, and I'm like, no, I need to know what this girl is doing.
It's so funny on a couple of my posts. I thought I had a nice voice because people tell me I have a nice voice, and then some people were like, "Oh my God, can anyone sound more annoying?"
Wait, what?
yeah. And I was like, "Damn, I guess I'm not for everyone, you know."
Yeah, I guess, but honestly, I know.
They're just haters.
Yeah,
The world
literally.
is filled with
I
them.
think you have an objectively nice voice. You're like, that's crazy. People also just love hating,
Yeah.
is what I'm finding, because I'm still new to this content creation stuff.
Oh, have you been getting any? I can't imagine that.
Yeah. About my weight mostly.
If it's not like, and I get it with like, I bet you she purges, and it's like, you know, and it's always men, always white
course.
men, no?
No, yeah, literally.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Wow. Ooh. Thank you.
Actually, can I use your phone? Okay, you ready? Ah!
This is the mazaman. It looks incredible. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love the twirl. That was a really good
bacon.
twirl. Okay, so for mine, I know it doesn't look as snazzy because it's not the green onion in it. You can see the beautiful meat and the soup and the noodles.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Do we have some pepper flakes? Do we have a...
Yours looks so simple.
I know,
so
very
good.
simple. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Should I bring a spice one?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, I see what this is though. I misspoke.
What is it?
It's the stuff that you always, I don't know what they call
Ah,
it.
yeah,
I just call it
what they
pepper
put.
flakes.
I honestly think that once I go to Japan, Japanese food, which is already definitely top for me, is I might climb to top 3. It
Really?
just looks so incredible.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's very, very clean and simple.
Mm-hmm. This is great. There's a little bit of crunchiness, the bacon, the spinach, and then the egg that just melted into all the noodles. This is very comforting.
Couple. Is that right?
Yeah?
Okay. Ties on it. Wow. Very different. One time one. Like I'm not so much of a truffle fan.
Oh, okay.
I know.
How dare you?
I know. I get that a lot.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, so what I did was that I went on ChatGPT and I put together like an outline of
Ooh.
what, but I didn't read it because I wanted you and I to be in the same, because you didn't have a chance to prepare, so I didn't prepare. I just copied and pasted and put in it, but I was like, give us an outline, give us some questions, give us some topics. So it's in your
Ooh.
email.
Okay. I think we did the first. So like, tell me about yourself. How did you get into content creation? That's a good one. You want to start? I'll start. Yeah, you need deep in that. All right, so I got into content creation. So I've been traveling my entire life, and content creation became like super enticing to me back in like during the pandemic, 2020, 2021. Never had like the courage to actually do it. And I've picked up travel like in the last few years, even more so than my life. And I'm like, I'm just gonna start documenting it, and it's very, very hard. But my focus with Runway Rezos is really just to put value out there. Like, yes, I'm going to these places, but I want you to see what I'm doing, and not just post like the pretty pictures, although I think my videos are dope and they show value. But I'm really like trying to hone in on my craft, right? I'm not worried about the numbers. I'm not worried about the likes, the followers, the engagements. I'm not following like any like strategy to gain that, maybe less organically. It's just gonna be what will be. And I'm just focused on, honing in on my craft. But yeah, that's how I got started, just documenting my travels finally, which is something that I've been thinking about doing for years and just did it.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to try not to let the algorithm and the numbers
It is.
get in the way. I was actually just talking to a friend of mine last night where she was working on a project and she was so excited and then realized, she's like, am I doing this for the money? Am I doing this for the algorithm? Or is it something I really want to do? And when you need money to survive,
Yes.
it's hard. The lines get blurred a little bit, and I've been trying to
Yes.
make my way through that right now too.
And that's what I'm really grateful about in my journey. So, like I said, I work a corporate job. I make a very decent living. Yes, I live in New York and life's expensive here, but, I'm in a place where I can afford to, work towards my goal and then treat this as something that I am building for my future. But it's not something that I need right now. And I have been, especially with the newer creators that I'm connecting with, you can tell a difference, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's like this, like it's just this, it's a need, right? Like you need this to work, and you need this to work today. And you kind of move differently. I do.
Yeah, and you can allow it to be your passion project. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little less stable, so I have to constantly check myself. Like, it's confusing. Because then I make something that I really love, and then like I start to like chop it up because I'm like, oh, but it's not this enough, and it's not short enough, it's not like the hook's not good enough, and then I'm like, wait, like no, because the truth of the matter is, with any, I believe, your viewers will find you. You don't have to go like trying to grab them and throw this wide net out. Like, you do what you need to do, and the people that need to find you will find you, and those are the ones that, even if it's going to be fraction of the viewers or the followers you might get otherwise, they're gonna mean more, and that's what I had to like kind of rein in.
That's how I'm here, literally. Yeah. No, literally. So how did you get started?
As an introvert, people assume I'm an extrovert because I'm doing this. It's so not the case. That there's not really a correlation. I feel like I'm having an intimate conversation with one or whatever, two people, even though it could be hundreds of you guys.
Yes.
It still feels really intimate, and it's like my way to share things, and I've always wanted to. I always get excited, and also I feel like I'm a little bit of a weirdo, quote unquote. It's nice to think that whatever I'm putting out there, the people that are connecting with are the ones that can relate. Like someone gave this advice of be the content creator you wish you had years ago. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I had this content creator. I want to be that person too. I want to show the different sides to travel and show the non top 10 restaurant sides of restaurants.
Yes.
And
Do you ever fight against like thinking you're not interesting enough?
of course.
Because I struggle with that. I'm like,
Of course.
girl,
Yeah.
no one cares.
But
what
then
you're
don't you have
saying
those
right
moments
now.
though after you're like, oh god, I crack myself up. I do have those moments, and then there are other moments where I'm like, god damn, this is a good video, and I'll just laugh. But
and then it flops.
Yeah.
So that's always a very
Yeah.
humbling experience. This is an interesting one because I'm definitely not there yet. I've had pockets of this, but what was the moment you realized, oh, I can do this?
I hate to say this because it feels like I'm putting a kind of a value on something that shouldn't. But my first
Thank you
viral
so
video, very first viral video, I was like, oh, people like this? Oh, I can do this? And it was actually in Colombia, and I was gonna post a story on me eating Korean food there by myself. It was literally just me having my moment that I always do with food and saying a couple things and just enjoying the meal. And rather than post it as a story, I decided to post it as a reel. And then it ended up
awesome.
going viral. They said that they had lines out the door for
Wow.
like weeks. But this was a couple of years ago, and
That's
that's
awesome.
when, yeah.
That's
I was like, oh
awesome.
shit.
I actually
It's
had a
like-
recent moment. I don't know. You do know this. So I entered a mentor
Yes!
mentee contest
I'm so excited.
with No Madness and Intrepid Travel, and it's for new travel content creators in the BIPOC community, and I'll be mentored by other BIPOC travel content creators, and it's in Colombia. That just reminded
Where?
me. I don't know yet. I don't know
Amazing.
details yet, but it's 7 weeks in the end of April, beginning May.
When will we
Um,
find out?
Soon.
Okay.
Like I think they've already communicated a couple emails, and they're basically telling us to hang tight, but it'll be around that time frame. And I'm most likely going to be there on my birthday because my birthday is April 28th. So that was a moment where I'm like, I
feel like it's all
I think
aligning.
I have something. Yes.
Just going off of that, I think that it's so exciting to work with other women who's doing this and other women of color who's doing this, and
Yes.
it's a totally different world. And what Elsie and I were talking about, and what a lot of other content creators like us are talking about, is just kind of the landscape of it, how we're trying to change things up a bit, at least to me, I want to speak on her behalf, it just looks very one note. It looks like it's always the same creator, it's always for the same audience, and I know there's an audience out there that wants to see other people.
Yes.
Just a different perspective. So I love that you're doing this, and I love that,
I'm
that
excited.
there's programs like these
Yes.
encouraging this, and I'm excited.
And I agree. I think it's definitely one tone. There has been a lot of diversity that's, kind of happened in this space in recent years, which is always so nice to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need more of that. How would you describe your style as a content creator?
Oh God, I'm just so all over the place. What's my style?
Food centric, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Travel second. You're
Yeah.
just so into the food, but then that naturally, you naturally show where you are.
Well, I travel for food.
Well, right, and
Yeah.
that shows. That's very, very evident. And then I feel like you're just very like this, like let's get into this bowl. Like a big sister, like
that.
vibe. Yeah.
I know you want this.
Yeah.
Well, I love your videos. I feel like I could never be so polished. And I think there's strengths in both. Like, I'm like, God damn, her videos are getting really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like if you really want like really good tips, and I know that you have really good taste, you're not doing the same cookie cutter shit that everyone else is doing. Your shots are getting so like, I mean, they're already good, but they're getting better and better.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're like touching on like the BIPOC perspective and the businesses too.
Yes, that was so nice. I
yeah.
just went to San Francisco, and I don't know, I made it, I was very intentional about visiting Black and brown
Yeah.
businesses. There's just so many talented, passionate people doing what they love, and it inspires me.
Yeah.
I
So
loved it. Thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
absolutely. I know that food is a big part of it. I think you have a nice balance. I know that I think it's almost like maybe 55 travel, 45 food.
Yes.
Or maybe 60-40, but like still it's a big part of it.
Yes.
Whereas like for me it's like food and then the travel.
And then I just so happened to be in Colombia. How did growing up in a Korean household shape your relationship with food?
I don't know if it was a cultural thing. My relationship with food is very, very much taken from my dad, which is we are live to eat people. My mom is an eat to live person. Very, very much so. And I'm an only child. So at the table, my dad and I don't know if you guys have ever seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, but if you have, there's a scene where they sit at the table and they're very like polished and it's like, and they just start like eating and food's flying everywhere. I feel like my dad and I ate that way. And we can talk on and on about food, and we love Korean food. So we kind of shaped our own view and relationship with food. Also, we moved from Korea when I was 1, so we were away from that culture and able to kind of do our own thing. So that was kind of nice. I think I have a pretty good relationship with food, though. Someone told me that. I didn't really think about it.
Yes.
But yeah.
Which I don't have.
I was hoping you weren't gonna notice.
You know, you wouldn't know, but that's like an ADHD something.
Yeah, totally.
Like clumsiness and stuff.
Yeah.
Not to diagnose
No,
you.
it's okay. I've been diagnosed.
So, unfortunately, in the Dominican culture, it's very much superficial. And I grew up constantly having comments made about my body. And like, oh, you have a pretty face, but type of comment from aunts and uncles.
Koreans do that
like,
too, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's insane. So my relationship with food, I mean, I started, the first time I went on a diet, I was probably like 10.
That's terrible.
Yeah, like middle school, I remember going on the treadmill with like even like this bodysuit of sweat. Anyways, not to trauma dump, but my relationship with food has improved over the last few years when I finally learned to just accept the body that I'm in and also be grateful
Amen.
for the body that I'm in. I'm healthy, you know, like my
You're
vitamins
beautiful.
are up. Thank you. You know, like you always aspire to be more healthy, but
Every time you pop up in your stories, I'm like, she's so like, her face is just adorable, but also
Thank
just
you.
like, oh my, she's, I'm like, oh. Just, I don't know, it's very engaging. I like when you pop up on the screen.
So you know that's a goal of mine of this year, like just showing up, because I will say I think you have to be a yapper. Not have to be, right? But so many creators are just naturally yappers, which is a good thing,
Yeah.
and I'm not. I'm more of a listener. I will engage.
So you're trying to
I'm
get
very
out of your
curious.
comfort zone right now? You're doing
I
a job.
am. I'm more of like listen back. I'm very curious about people. Tell me everything. Like, and then, like, literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you have to be a storyteller when
But
you're
you have to be a storyteller, so that's me. Every time you see me on my story, that's me pushing.
I love
my
it.
limit.
It looks
Yes.
natural.
Thank
And
you.
you look like very excited to share news. You're like, girl, I gotta tell you. I love it. I'm not a huge cheese person, so let's do the cheesecake.
Not a huge cheese person, but let's do that cheesecake.
No. Well, okay. Let me explain that.
Not big on cheese, but that
Because
cheesecake.
panna
Let's do that.
cotta,
Thank you.
panna cotta is like,
Yes.
what kind of cheese is that? It's like a consistency.
Like gelatin.
Yeah. So I figured cheesecake's a little on the, yeah. Thank you.
You want to speak to sharing?
Yes, thank you so much. That was hilarious.
What's the one thing that about content creation that people don't realize?
The work.
Oh my, literally, it's so much work.
I have so like this newfound respect for every single creator. Even if you see like a day in the life and it looks like they're just no.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard, and like voiceovers are so
Yeah.
hard. And
It's
you're like,
really
oh,
hard.
you're just reading the screen. No, I mean I am, but it's just
Timing
so,
it and like it just
the
whenever
hooks and you have to tell a story, and I don't think that that's something that people just carry naturally.
No.
Like, it's learned.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard, you guys.
Whenever I see people in the street filming, I'm like, okay, I'm like, you do your
Do you,
thing.
boo.
And when people talk shit about it, I'm like, you have to let go of that anger.
Yes.
It's like that has nothing to do with what they're doing. And the whole influencers in the wild account, look, it's funny at times, but I think like people are just they love to make fun of these things, but those people are putting themselves out there. They know they look embarrassing and they're doing
It's
it.
cringy, y'all, every time.
Yeah. Cringe is part of it, but the thing is, it's like, oh, that is so beautiful.
And on the side here is the honey with yuzu, so you can just pour it on the top.
We're gonna have to shoot this.
Yeah.
Hold on. I thought it was gonna be like it just kind of clumped.
Yeah.
I was like, bloop, 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 bloop. But it's pretty.
That looks nice.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of like
much work.
I actually almost feel like it's like therapy because I've had to get past a lot of things in order to be okay with doing content creation, like get past the noise, get past the negativity, and that's from other people and yourself. Like I've had to really work through some shit to like not want to hide when I say I'm a content creator.
Yeah, sometimes I still struggle with that.
I do too.
I've gotten more confident because my work is improving, and
Yeah.
and I'm very proud of the work that I'm putting out there. So I will say that I'm a content producer, guys. You didn't wait for me.
I'm sorry.
How dare you? We've been doing the cheers every single time.
No, that's true. I'm
So
sorry.
listen. Mmm. That honey and yuzu. Yeah,
I like it.
I do like it. It's like, it is cheesy though.
Yeah, it's very cheesy.
I'm like, do you like it?
I was looking at the camera like, I like it.
I love cheesecake, so I'm happy.
Usually, I'm the only one that doesn't like cheese that much. I only like it melted on my pizza. Okay, you could eat one cuisine for the rest of your life. What would it be? And it can't be your own, I guess. That's a big, because obviously it's gonna be Korean for me.
It's gonna have to be Mexican.
Me too. That's my
Yeah.
number 2. Oh shit! Look at that.
Yeah, it's just they have such like
It's insane.
it's just so massive. The things they can do with the tortilla, every which way. And
The
it's just
seasonings.
so different. The seasonings,
Yeah.
they just have so many different.
It is one of the best
So many-
cuisines in the world.
No, literally.
In the world, it's insane.
You just will never run out of things to eat.
It's like one of the main things I miss about living in Mexico City. Just walking out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go. It
No.
it smells everywhere.
All right, if I could go back to 1 year ago, I'm gonna come up on a year. In
Oh,
like
shit.
A week, yeah. And give myself advice when I first started. Honestly, again, like I'm really proud with the space that I was in when I started, right? It wasn't a need. It was truly like a passion and something that I just wanted to do for myself. Like, just start. You've been thinking about this for years, Elsie. Just do it. You're gonna suck. You're
Yes.
going to suck.
That's the advice. You
You're
cannot get good if you don't suck at the beginning.
You
and
literally
make the
can't.
mistakes. You have to go through all those mistakes to get good. So you
You
have to.
also will be embarrassed.
Yes.
It's cringy out here, folks.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like, it's also not all fun and games. The product, the byproduct of all the work that you're doing looks fun. It's not fun. You're spending hours on one video for 20 likes. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's, if you're lucky in the beginning,
Yeah.
20 likes was high for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's high for me, and I'm at like
Well, yeah.
going viral isn't always great because those followers that you get from those videos likely aren't going to be your best, most engaged followers, and it starts to mess with your engagement.
Interesting.
And it messed with mine. So my engagement plummeted because of my first real viral video. And so then not only are you getting more engagement, you're getting the trolls. You'll get comments that you're just like, holy shit. I'm like, posting about food. Like, how angry
Relax.
can you get? And people were ganging up on me, like these women were, which was really disheartening when that happened. Because I was like posting something about my hair, which I had nothing else to post. It was a 3-second video and it went to like nearly 20 million. And I had to archive it because I was like, I don't want this kind of attention. I don't want this kind of negativity. And people were demanding my next video. I'm like, do you pay me? Is there some universe where you think you can demand this kind of work from people? Are insane. But you get introduced to that with your viral. Whereas if you kind of stick with your community,
I haven't experienced
it's positive.
that yet.
So you will, and you'll. I need you to text me when
I'll
that
tell
happens.
you.
And be like,
I'll
girl,
text you. But yeah, I think you're gonna suck. Just do it.
Yeah.
And you do have to be consistent,
you do.
which sucks.
Like any job, doesn't just come to you.
You have to show up.
I think about it like with you when you start at the beginning, at the bottom of anything, right? You're an intern and you're kind of doing things for free, and you're like, oh, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And you just kind of have to jump through hoops. And then as you get better, you start to get promoted to upper levels, and you get paid for your work again. And so you kind of work your way up to the point where you can be like, fuck you, pay me, and you'll get there. But you have to go through. You got to get up the ladder. Now people are starting to walk in.
And now I'm having a cough attack.
So I think this is the time for us to wrap it up.
Oh my god. Where did that come from? It's always in the worst moments too. Like,
It's okay. You're still beautiful.
thank you.
Even when you're all red in the face.
My rosacea. Oh my god.
We made it over here on a Saturday morning in like freezing temperatures, but we did it. And we'll do some more. Okay.
This was fun.
This was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I don't ever really know how to end these videos.
Yeah.
I think you guys know what to do. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you
Oh my
guys.
god. I actually said it. Let me say it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the first time. So, like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Wait, is this for your Instagram?
This is for your YouTube.
If you like my content, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, that was great.
That was good.